Ime Udoka making the case that his team shouldn't be complaining about the officials while simultaneously complaining about the officials.
Keep hooping.
Here's Mike Budenholzer. We'll get his take on Game 3.
It looks like try to foul smart before he got a shot up, and then just bringing in the bigs to try to close out that rebound late.
No, Marcus Smart tried to do the Durant sweep through thing, and fortunate that it was 2 free throws, but we were not trying to foul him.
On that last possession, just kind of the rebound, what you saw from your kind of vantage point.
Yeah, threw it hard off the board. Bobby looked like he had 2 hands on it, and don't know, how it kind of got away from him. Felt like somebody else, got it. Brooke felt like he blocked the shot off the block. They got one more. Felt like they shot it again, missed it again, and obviously Horford's tip was after the buzzer. So, just both teams, scrapping for a rebound and scrapping for a win.
And then just what you thought of Giannis' ability to play through contact in such a physical game, put up 42 points on an efficient 30 shots.
Yeah, no, I mean, the physicality that he takes in a game, the hits, and to still finish and score and play. But, that's how he's built. He's an incredible player that, plays with his teammates, plays the right way, competes, plays through contact, plays through physicality in a big-time way. And he's just got to continue to do that.
Just the decision first of the starting lineup, kind of what went into your decision to make the change and what you think of sort of the early results without looking at film?
I think that, I felt like we got off to a pretty good start. Again, just, anytime we're making some changes, just trying to figure out the best way to use the whole group, use, the roster and, inserting Grayson. And, he's been good for us in the playoffs, a guy that, we can DHO to, we can play pick and roll with, gives us spacing. And just, playing Bobby off the bench, playing the 2 bigs mostly together. I thought Bobby was great tonight in his role. So, it takes a little bit of everything. We'll look at it. We'll see what we want to do going for Game 4.
You guys were able to really limit Tatum tonight. What do you think was effective and working for you guys?
Well, I mean, West takes on the majority of that assignment. Drew takes him some, and those 2 guys' individual pride, their individual just defensive abilities are pretty special and unique. And then the defense, the team, around them, Brooke, Giannis, the activity, the competitiveness, was in a good place. Anybody smell rubber and smell like it's burning?
And then Giannis, after the tough shooting night in Game 2, you kind of mentioned he's normally kind of figures things out. How would you sort of describe these last couple of days with the extra day in practice, like just his mentality, his mindset, and kind of what, like, do you think that led to him having a better performance tonight, I guess? Yeah,
he's had a good focus. Took a day off, watched some film, just try to learn and grow from, what we saw in the second game. He's got some good individual work. We've got some good teamwork. So that little break was probably good for us and good for him.
Just the physical nature of this game, this series so far, is it about what you expected, or is it kind of gone to a different level in terms of the physical nature?
No, I mean, both teams are, very physical. Both teams take a lot of pride in their defense. So I don't think anything surprised us, and, it's what we should expect going forward.
Just what kind of turned there in the fourth quarter after you got that? You were up 13, less than 10 minutes, and they were able to come back. What kind of turned things for them, did you think?
It felt like, we didn't score probably on a couple possessions. When it gets fourth quarter, you get a clean look. It'd be great to make some of those. And credit to Boston. They made a couple. Horford at least one, and Brown, and they got to the free throw line. We got to keep them off the free throw line. The difference in the free throw game, they got 33 to our 17. We've got to do a better job of keeping them off the free throw line. And Giannis has got to continue to be in attack mode. Our team's got to be in attack mode. We've got to flip the free throw game. That's, you're fortunate to win a game when a team shoots twice as many free throws as you do.
Back to what Jamal asked you about Giannis and practice.
You don't practice the physicality, so is there anything you can do to help him with finishing under those tough circumstances, or is it just up to him to figure it out in a game and outmuscle?
Yeah, I mean, I think, there's nothing like games. There's nothing like game speed, game hits, game physicality. But Giannis is a worker, and the coaching staff, and, there's a couple guys that, they finished the season beat up and bruised. And, he's getting the best of, the replication that we can for him with being mindful of, his body and keeping him fresh and ready to go. But he works when we're not playing.
But you said the intention wasn't to foul Smart at the end. Is it a case-by-case basis when you only have a few seconds left and you're up 3, whether the foul or just let them attempt a 3?
Yeah, no, I mean, every coach is probably different. It's a big philosophical question. So you've got to kind of make some decisions. You got to practice. You got to live with it, understand. And, it's just, there's nothing that's perfect, unfortunately. So, but you got to work on it. You got to understand what you're doing and, be your best at the end of games.
Just for you late in that game, Giannis scores to go up 101-100. On the next possession, you guys get the switch that you've been getting the whole fourth quarter, and Drew keeps the ball. Just kind of, can you speak to the trust that you guys have in Drew to make a play in that situation?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think our trust in Drew is, high level. He makes a big shot, to put us up 3. And, I feel like Drew's he's gonna have a game here. So I think he's just got to keep kind of pounding, and good things will happen. And that's what happened, on the last possession. We believe in him. He believes in himself. He keeps going, keeps trying, and he got a great bounce, great roll.
Mike, playoff basketball is going to be slower and it's going to be more physical and uglier, all of those things. What do you expect your guys to fall back on in terms of habits to kind of get them through rough patches and rough quarters and rough games to kind of have a chance to win at the end?
Yeah, we've talked about it for a couple of years now that, we've got to be able to execute in the half court. We've got to be able to, be efficient, find ways. Individually, we got to improve. As a team, we got to improve. We got to execute better. We got out and ran for a stretch in the third quarter, and that gave us a lead. And but then you got to be able to execute both defensively and offensively, and kind of embrace it. We've worked on it in practice. We've worked on it in games. And like I said, our players, Giannis has improved. I think he's ready. We're more ready, for those moments now. All right, thank you, guys.
Mike Budenholzer in the